So this is you, and you are walking on a path. Now, I want to explain to you this absolutely changed my life. This concept brought everything about life down into a simple place. This is the path of life. At this end is where you were born. And of course, on the other end is the moment that you leave this earth, that you die. So you are walking this path from birth until death. Now, you are an individual walking on this path. And this is the most key part. This is your heart. You are a heart walking on a path. But here's what most people don't realize. While you can't control everything that happens on your path, you absolutely can control who you become as you walk it. And this is a key idea that we all need to really grab onto. This is your path, your life, and you are a person who makes decisions about how you live this life. As I was growing up and walking this path from birth until long into my adulthood, I did not realize that I was allowing others to write my story for me. They were telling me who I was. I was allowing them to tell me who I was. For that reason, I was trying to live up to everyone else's expectations. I was trying to be somebody that I really was not, because they, in a sense, were writing the manual for my life and I was trying to follow it. Now, you know how many people are in your life. If you let every one of them write a manual for you, you are going to drive yourself crazy. So I began to think about this path that I was walking. This came out of the book Pilgrim's Progress that my grandmother read to me when I was just a child. It fascinated me, and there was a reason that it fascinated me, because it was something that I, as a person, needed to know. Pilgrim in that book, and that book was written back in the 16 or 1700s, walked through all kinds of pitfalls after he left his home on his journey to the end of his life. All, of course, in metaphors. But when I began to think about it for my own life, I started to realize that in our own life, we have all kinds of things happen to us. These, and don't you just love my artistic ability here? These are the bombs that go off in our life and shatter our worlds. We have boulders. This is a boulder that drops on us, sometimes flattening us, leaving us absolutely paralyzed for a time until we decide what we're going to do with that. Unfortunately, a lot of people just keep laying under that boulder until the end of their life comes. The other thing that happens to us is what I was talking about happened to me. You get rocks thrown at you from others over here walking their paths beside you. These rocks can be things like their expectations for you, their opinion of you, their insecurities coming at you. All of that gets piled on us. So we have bombs and boulders and rocks that come at us for all kinds of reasons as we walk this path. The main idea here is that life isn't something that just happens to you. It's a story you get to write. You are walking your path, and these things come at you without you having any control over them. Most of the things that happen to us, a bomb, a boulder, the rocks others decide to throw at us, we don't control. However, the one beautiful thing about this life is that we get to choose how we respond. And the way that you choose to respond equals the amount of growth that you experience, who you become as a person. Do you, as the Grinch, grow your heart, or do you allow it to shrink? So today, what I want you to do is something really simple but powerful. I want you to take 3 minutes and set a timer if you need to, just 3 minutes. And I want you to write down one moment when you chose your own path instead of letting somebody else choose it for you. It might be something really small, like choosing which restaurant you wanted to go eat in. It might be choosing to speak up in a meeting where you felt intimidated. Or it might be something really huge, like leaving a relationship. You took control of your own life. You discerned what was in your heart. You knew that you needed to speak up. Just make note of that. Okay, so remember, you're not wandering. You're walking your hero's path. We're going to talk about how to find your unique purpose on this path. So until then, I would love to hear in the comments about a moment when you chose to write your own story. If you have an aha moment, that warms my heart. Life is full of hard things, but you can do this. You have the courage inside of you to face anything that you need to. All right, I will talk to you later.